All right. So drop the controller. We are live and ready to rock. We got the, this will be full screen up here. Don't worry. Welcome to the live simulation of Kentucky's College Football 26 simulation. I'm excited to get this going. Last year, the first, I think 5 or 6 games were matched up exactly how it went in real life. Even the Ole Miss game, down to the very ending, the very specific plays in the game. So we will have the start of the season, which will, of course, be Toledo, Ole Miss, Eastern Michigan, and then we'll be back here next week to do games 4 through 6. So I'm not going to waste any of your time being on the screen right now. We're going to get right into the action. This will be full screen, I promise. Let's get right into it. This is this game. I mean, it's pretty much the same game. College football 25 and 26, not much different. Of course, Kentucky be the home team. I'm interested to see how this season goes. We just got back yesterday from their open practice. We had open practice on Friday, open practice on Saturday, and I think a lot of us came away feeling a lot more optimistic than we were heading into those. There you go, Toledo. All right, all that looks good. Toledo, pretty good. Chip Trainum, running back. And we will get to game 1 of the season. Kentucky. Let's go and make this a quick presentation. Yeah, the broadcast team, and we're going to do 7-minute quarters. Now, last year, these not exhibition games, but these, which should be automatic wins, these games were really close. Kentucky got lucky to beat Southern Miss. This is in a simulation, by the way, not in real life. And then they had to beat Ohio in overtime. So these games in college football 25 were pretty close, way closer than they were in real life. So let's see if that remains the case, and we'll get this up on full screen for you guys right now.
The Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Looking to throw, it's Gleason. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Trainum. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
The Rockets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Rockets decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. They didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying to move them on the counter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Law.
Don't like that. Kentucky having to punt already. Ugh. There ought to be a way to skip these cutscenes as well. Can we do that? Also, get in the chat. We'll talk about anything. We'll talk about Kentucky football. I'd love to get, Adam and Nick are already doing so much. But maybe one of these simulations we can get them to join us, kind of just talk Kentucky football with you guys. But get in the chat, and we'll talk about anything. There you go. Alex Safari. He was at SEC Media Days. Alex Safari was, and he was talking about how when he signed up to play football, he thought he was going to be playing soccer, and then he gets there and they give him pads. I like Bush Hamden's burner down here. It's just a video game. It's just a video game. It's just a video game. Yeah, last year there were some games I was getting frustrated and wanting the Cats to pull out the win. Here we go. Big 3rd down. Anyways, Alex Safari thought he was going to be playing soccer, gets there, puts on shoulder pads, and he's like, I don't even want to do this. And there's a big hit. Was that Afari again? But he still got the 1st down. Do you think we're going to have a good team this year? This is the question I think I ask Adam and Nick every time we get in the car together. Through the road trips to Atlanta for SEC Media Days, back and forth to Lexington the last couple of weeks. I do think that they're going to be better than what we thought. Here's the thing, though. The schedule is just brutal. I mean, this Toledo team is not bad. Now, they're going to win that game. Hopefully they win it here today too. But I think, and I agree, Bush Hamden burner down here. I think 6 wins is attainable, especially after we saw, kind of like the Barstool does. Can we start a sec? We did this, Ethan. We did this for basketball for a little bit. It's just that it's kind of hard because we're just at every game. But for some road games, we'll do it. We'll do at least one watch along again this year. But back to this, 5 and 6 or 5 to 6 wins. I think I definitely think 6 wins is possible, and I know like that's we got used to, being in the running for 10 win seasons and big time bowl games, and dang, how did he get that? That's crazy. I don't know how he got that pass in between that many defenders. The thing about this team is it is sort of it's still kind of a bridge year. I mean, it's just so many new guys. The schedule's brutal. If they win 7 games this year, like that's incredible. Think about all of the good teams you'd have to beat to finish with 7 wins. There we go. Finally, I mean, tell you what, I said last year when we did the simulation, the gimme games were very close. And this might be the case again here today. And yeah, Chip Trainum is the running back for Toledo. That's not going to be the easiest of opening week wins for Kentucky. Come on, get a stop. There we go. I believe that was Scott on the tackle. I'm trying to learn all these players' names. We have so many new players too. Totally agree with this. If they win 7, I mean, it's like have a parade. I mean, oh, here we go, going up top. He caught that? Get the hell out of here. That's crazy. That is crazy. What do I want out of a college basketball game? The dynasty mode has to be good. I'm not really an online gamer or anything like that. I like to do my own thing, and I want to see a good dynasty. Yeah, I know. There's no way he caught that pass. Come on, EA. All time. Oh, a lot of time to throw. Was that Gusta providing the hurry up there? I think it was. I really like David Gusta. Big fan. We got a chance to talk to him on Media Day, and it is nice having mature players. I think he's married. First date was at a Domino's. And Toledo has an injury to one of their offensive linemen. Good news for us. NCAA basketball was good. I was a big fan, though, of college hoops. I thought college hoops had a really good simulation. And yes, we got this many offsides on the defense. Well, instead of 4th and 6, we'll have 3rd and 1 from the 3-yard line. Man, the Cats defense. And there's some pressure. There's a touchdown. Touchdown, Toledo. And the Rockets draw first blood. And let me tell you this. If this happens, if we're going to the end of the first quarter on August 30th, and it's 7-0 Toledo, oh boy. Cutter did look good. I mean, I know he's going against the twos, but, I mean, he made some quality throws. There's reasons to be excited for the future of the program, no doubt. Calzada's going to be, he's going to be he's the safe pick, right? He's not going to hurt you. I'm going to get too caught up in these games and kind of start getting upset. So that was a 12-play, 93-yard drive that took up nearly the entire first quarter. In the TBT game, how was it not a tech when Willie Cauley-Stein got his head hit on the back? You talking about the end of the game where it was a tough? It was a tough foul. It could have been called an intentional foul for sure. All right, Kentucky will start at their own 19-yard line. Second drive of the game. Calzada steps up, throws it over the middle. He's got his man. I wish I could see a number on that. And I should just guess, right? Jamari Macklin on the reception. That's a first down, Kentucky, and will probably take us to the end of the first quarter. Not where we want to be. Kentucky trailing Toledo 7-0. That pass I think it was caught. Kendrick Law on the reception for Kentucky. That's another first down. There you go, Calzada. Get locked in here. If this happens, we will be getting to Big Blue Madness tickets. Yeah, I know. Sorry, getting everything else set up here. Is that Willie Rodriguez? No, Josh Caddis. Sorry, I thought that was 81. It's 84, Josh Caddis on the reception. I'm telling you what, man. That looks like the Josh Caddis versus Louisville in 2022. Kentucky's in the red zone for the first time this season. Let's see if they can punch it in for 6 and get this thing tied up. Is that the transfer from Clemson? Troy Stiletto? Stilettos in the club. All right, Caddis needs the channels intercom. Yeah, I agree. Well, that's a big hit in the backfield there. So it will be 3rd and 7. A big-time 3rd down here early in the game. Kentucky with the ball at the 14-yard line. We're going 5 wide. Calzada lobs it up to the end zone. It's caught! It's caught! Touchdown, Kentucky! Troy Toledo on 3rd and 7. Huge play. Yes. Troy Toledo. Calzada had plenty of time. Look at that. What a catch. A couple big-time catches from the receivers early on in this game. Toledo had one. I think theirs was on a third down. And the extra point ties it up at 7. Let's go, Cats. All right, Toledo got their touchdown. Let's hold them to hold them to 7 the rest of the game. Playing 7-minute quarters. Got like 19 minutes left. No more touchdowns for Toledo. Man, they are just killing us with these short yardage throws. That's a gain of 7. Yeah, quick stop here would be nice. Kentucky will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So if you can get a stop, just get any amount of points, that would be huge. And they're just gashing Kentucky. I'll take the ball out to the 36-yard line. Another 1st down for Toledo. Was that Chip Trainum? I actually didn't pay attention if that was Chip or not. Yeah, let's bring it. Come on, Brad White. Dial up something here. Come on. If I get mad over this stupid video game, that is not how I'm going to spend my Sunday. Oh, he got hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Chip Trainum, how many games did he play in? Does anybody know? I guess I can look that up. Maybe I should know. But he had an injury for a lot of the season. 2. Thank you, company camera. 2 games. All right, so it'll be 3rd and medium, 3rd and 4, trying to get off the field here. This would be big. Plenty of time. You got the 2-minute warning, 3 timeouts. Sorry, multitasking here. What just happened? Somebody fill me in. Looks like we got a sack. Cameron Olds. Transfer. He played at Kent State and Buffalo. So the Kentucky will have the ball back with over 3 minutes to play in the half. And a chance to take a lead with them into the locker room. They will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So this would be huge. Any amount of points here would be big. Nice little pitch and catch there. Kendrick Law again on the reception. 1st down, Kentucky. I had to bump my brightness up. Like I can't even see. That's what a difference that makes. The cutaways, can we do without them? They'll sometimes cut away and it'll show the whole field and there won't be any players on the field. Little pump fake from Calzada. Throws it near side. It's called for a first down again. Jamori Macklin on the reception for Kentucky. They're inside the 40, or they're right at the 40, it looks like. Another first down, so back-to-back first down throws for the Cats. Clock ticking. We're under 2:40 to play in the first half. See if they just hand it off here. Find a gap. Now they'll swing it out to Macklin. Cannot make a man miss. He gets nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. I think the offensive line is huge. That's where my optimism kind of went up a little bit when you see all of them together. Adam Luckett said this on KS Board. He might have said it on Twitter, and he said it to me on the in the office when we got back. There is a drop-off between the first and second team. There's a quick 6-yard slant to Macklin. It'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. A big 3rd and 4 upcoming for Kentucky. Yo, Steven, if Kentucky played Mayfield High School, would Mayfield win? No. With all due respect to Mayfield High School. He had him wide open. Macklin across the 15, 10, hit at the 7, and will be dropped down at the 6-yard line. I like how much they're going to Jamari Macklin here. So 1st and goal for the Cats. Timeout. I don't know who called the timeout. We're past the 2-minute warning, right? So Toledo called timeout. They're thinking about getting the ball back. Let them score. I'm kidding. I'm here to watch what happens in 2020s. And they swing that pass out to Toledo. He has 1 touchdown reception earlier in this quarter that tied the game. Gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5. Kentucky in this position last year was a disaster. This needs to be better. Dante Daldell will get Kentucky down to the 2-yard line. If you remember, there were like 5 or 6 games in a row where Kentucky had it 1st and goal and got 0 points. 0 points. So you got to get better there. And with this offensive line, they should be able to. Oh, nice little play. Dang, I thought he had it. Why did he cut back outside? He had it on the inside. Damn. So Kentucky's going to have to kick a field goal. I think that was Kendrick Law on the shovel pass. And right there, like, the game sometimes still makes decisions that I just don't like. They are going to kick the field goal to try to take the lead. The snap is good. The kick is also good. And Kentucky leads 10-7. So the red zone issues continue. They carry over into field goal. Red zone problems continue for Kentucky. All right, so Toledo has no timeouts, so this should be the end of the first half. Yeah, my mic got disconnected. I'm using this old Snowball mic just because it plugs right in, and I haven't used this thing since like 2015. Oh, I thought that was going to be a pick. I thought Alex Safari might have taken one away there. Toledo might just want to take a knee and get to the second half only down 3. That would have been a big-time interception for Kentucky. Good crowd as expected. I would expect the first couple games to be a sellout. If you lose to Toledo, then that Eastern Michigan game might be pretty bad. Well, there's a quick pass for a first down. Clock stops to move the sticks. Keep them out of field goal range. Sorry, guys. Kind of Why is this not letting me do that? That's pretty annoying. They're gonna give up a field goal here. Oh no, they're not. Into the first half. Sorry, working on some other things. That's the bend but don't break kind of defense I like to see there at the end of the first half. So Kentucky gets the ball to start the second half, leading 10-7. And if you're just joining us, we are just simulating this. There's no one playing the games. Drew Franklin did his own season where he actually controlled the players, and he beat Tennessee. We were at SEC Media Days. I had Adam Luckett calling my offensive plays, had Nick Roush calling my defensive plays. We beat Tennessee. So maybe they're saying it's possible. That's the thing. If you get me to 6 wins, but 2 of those wins are like Tennessee and Louisville, I mean, I'm going to feel pretty good about 6-6. Me too, Matt. I'm talking myself into having a decent season. And that's the thing. I'm not asking. What the hell? Macklin was wide freaking open. And who? Jack Monday on the reception. So 3rd and 6. Calzada pump fake, steps up. He's got room. He'll run for the first down and slide underneath the guy's legs, actually. Up to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Kentucky. I think the difference this season is that we aren't excited because of expectations. It's more of a desperate hope to see Kentucky back where they should be. It's a good comment, company camera. But it is weird. Like, we have gone into every football season probably since 2017, like maybe starting that year, with the expectation being we will go 7-5. We might go 8-4, and there's a possibility we can go 9-3. That has been our expectation literally every year until this year. Like, even there's another pass to Caddis for a first down. And that's favorite football movie. This is a good question. Get your all's favorite football movies in here. I mean, it is Remember the Titans, unless somebody can remind me of one I'm not thinking of, but that's the one. My dad just would go around. My dad coached me all the time in like basketball and stuff, and he was quoting, "When you put that uniform on, that Titan uniform, you better come ready to work." Waterboy was on TV yesterday, actually, UK historian. Blindside. Do you think Kentucky can get to where they were in 2018? Well, I don't know. Like this year? No. Oh, good block. Dowdell's got the first down. He's down to the 30-yard line. Who got that block? That was huge. You know, this game has Kentucky. Radio's another good one, Marshall. This game has Kentucky doing has some excellent downfield blocking. So I would love to see that in real life. I hope that's in the game. Dowdell takes the handoff again. They're really using him. Gains a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Like to get 7 more points out of this possession. I know. Imagine Tom Leach calling the games. And they don't have Grove Street in this yet. That's also disappointing. And that's Josh Caddis again on the reception, 3rd and inches. Now, in these video games, I would just do quarterback sneak every time because you're almost guaranteed to get the first down. The only thing that can happen is maybe a fumble, but I just put my quarterback under center and just, look, you need to just do this. Just do that. But Dowdell will get it. Gain of 2 and another first down, Kentucky. And well, no, never mind. It's third quarter still. Thought it might take us to the 2-minute warning. It will not. But it is 1st and 10 from the Toledo 18-yard line. Oh, there you go. Oh, what a move. Inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal from the 5. Number 20. Who is number 20? On defense, it's Teron Nichols. Are they using him as a running back this year? Who's number 20? Help me out. Who is that? Who do they have running the ball there? Now it's Dowdell. Untouched. Touchdown, Kentucky. That's a big score. 2-possession lead for the Cats. UK historian. It's perfect that you should like this. It's really matching your brand. Yeah, that was a cool part. They should do that with basketball games. Maybe let us play that game, that Elite 8 game in Philadelphia in 1992. And what I would do is I would put a man on the ball. But snap, kick, good. 17-7. Kentucky has scored 17 unanswered. Thank you. I have Kentucky's. Let me see. Have they not? They just didn't add him yet on the Kentucky roster. They have him listed as number 3 online on UKathletics.com. He has played at New Mexico State, Butler Community College, and Oklahoma. So many new players on this year's team. This game is actually helping me. There's not supposed to be a number 20. Okay, there you go. Thanks, company camera. This game is actually helping me learn all the new players. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate this. I will say, like, I need them to win. I need the football team to win because you guys don't want to watch our content whenever they lose, which I don't blame you. I mean, I'm the same exact way. When they lose, I like to pretend just for like a day or so it doesn't exist. But man, when people said, you all just want us to lose, you all hate Cal, like, trust me, we need to be able to have job security. We need these teams doing well. And it's just, you look at the numbers and you just see the spikes in when they win. Or if it's like an historic loss, like when they lost to, well, let's not talk about any of those. But the bad losses that we've all experienced. Yeah, I mean, I don't care who the coach is. I just want them to win. I don't care. Same with football. Like, I'm 100% behind Mark Stoops right now because I just want to win games and we don't have a choice. He's proven he can do it. So just, come on. Like, do it. Defense, get a stop. Come on. I'm going to switch this over real fast. Got some stuff I got to get set up here for the next game.
17, Toledo, 7. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He caught it. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Slams ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Looking to throw on third and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Rolls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
In this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got the first down. Looking for more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Now on 1st down from the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Grabbed behind the line. It's long. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Going to the running game. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is, other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps.
Kind of surprised they went into victory formation like that. Now an I formation and handing it off to Daldell. Wasn't that weird? I've never seen a team go to victory formation and then hand the ball off a play later. It is kind of a formality at this point, but Kentucky will have to run a 4th down play. Back to victory formation. Calzada takes a knee, and there's going to be like, a half-second difference in the play clock and game clock? So they will have to run a play. You don't even have to do this. Just snap the ball. This would be an all-time dumb decision. Because if you guys remember, and the kick is good. Kentucky takes a 20-10 lead with about a second to play. What game was it? I think it was Middle Tennessee State, 2008, I want to say. They blocked the field goal, and then they threw a Hail Mary, and they got caught it, and we tackled them 1 yard short of the game-winning Hail Mary. Wasn't the case here, though. Kentucky, not super convincing, but after falling behind 7-0, they outscore the Toledo Rockets 20-3 the rest of the way. They're now 1-0. 5 games away from bowl eligibility. That's the target for this season. I did put on our schedule on KS Board. If you're on there, I said on Sunday, August 24th, we will have the bowl game. I don't know. We'll just see if Kentucky's 6-6. We'll have them matched up with a Liberty Bowl caliber opponent. 7-5, maybe Music City Bowl. 7-5 with this schedule, though, it should get you much more than the Music City Bowl. But let's take a quick, just a really brief look at some of the stats here. Kentucky, 18 first downs, 303 yards. Again, this is on 7-minute quarters. Kentucky had 18 rushes, 71 yards, 1 touchdown, 3.9. Am I reading this correct? Was Calzada 22 for 22? 22 for 22. Oh, 10.5 yards per passing attempt. And 232 passing yards. Do they think Calzada's going to... I mean, look, I know it's Toledo, but 22 for 22 is at going on 11 yards per pass. That's pretty damn good. So I'll get everything set up here for Kentucky Ole Miss. The Cats are 1-0 on the season, as we would expect them to be. They should be 1-0 on August 30th. That game kicks off at noon. 12:30, excuse me. So I'm getting the game set up right now for Kentucky and Ole Miss, where the Cats, if you remember last year, how could you forget? It's one of the best road wins of the Mark Stoops era. Kentucky goes down to Oxford, heavy underdogs. Ole Miss is trying to make the playoffs, and the Cats shock the Rebel fans. And I'm going to tell you what, Nick Roush says this all the time. There is no greater feeling than going on the road in the SEC and being in their stadium after beating them. It's so good. There is no drug there's nothing as good as that. Well, this time, Ole Miss will come into Kroger Field. And lately, when they come to Lexington, this game is crazy. All the way back to like Maxwell Smith having a big game. Is that who it was? Was it Maxwell? Regardless, it was like 2015-ish. Well, they've had the missed extra point in 2020. They had the DK Metcalf catch in 2017, I think it was. These games between Ole Miss have been classics. Like every game for the last decade that they play with Ole Miss has been a lot of fun. So let's get to it. Kentucky, Ole Miss, game 2.
Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5.
Ole Miss ranked 19th on College Football 26. I guess, are they ranked 19th? Somebody look at the top 25. Let me know. But you look, here's the path for Kentucky this year. And again, get your questions and everything in the comments. We're going to talk Kentucky football. I don't know how this game's going to go. This will be another sold-out crowd at Kroger Field. No doubt.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close.
Andrew, to answer your question. Oh, Adam Tomlinson already got in there. He won the first game. Kentucky did 20-10. They gave up the first touchdown of the game. Scored 17 unanswered. Put it away with a field goal with a second to play. Simmons with the pass complete. They get nothing on the play, though. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on
Adam,
down.
I think we pull this one off. Well, I tell you what, if you're Ole Miss, to have this is what kind of drove me crazy last year. It was just interesting. Oh, the land shark. I forgot about the land shark thing.
Time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window.
The way that we were, nice job. I don't know how to say this. The way that we were received there when we arrived in Oxford was just another, like, oh, how cute that you guys are here, that you think you might have a chance. The arrogance of all the other SEC fans, like everyone outside of Vanderbilt.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver.
There's so much disrespect for Kentucky's football program, even though like they've beaten all of those teams recently, except for Georgia, obviously. Georgia's the only one. And when we showed up the last time I was there was a lot of respect. I mean, Kentucky was ranked 17th when they played them, but there were Georgia fans who were like, we know the Dogs have to come out and play well today. Ole Miss fans thought they were going to beat us about 40, and I just don't understand the arrogance, because I know that Ole Miss has a proud history of football, and Kentucky, we don't have as rich of a history. But I'm going to look up the Kentucky Ole Miss series, because I don't understand where they got the arrogance from. And that's what made it so much more fun when they beat them. Okay, here. I didn't want to get it off Ole Miss's website, but let's just look at the last few years. So you had Kentucky win 20-17. They won 22-19 in 2022 because they called the touchdown back. The Will Levis to Dane Key touchdown because Barryon Brown had an illegal motion was called on Barryon Brown. I mean, it was the right call, but it was bang, bang. Didn't even have to call it. Then in 2020, we missed an extra point in overtime. In 2017, DK Metcalf. In 2011, I said 2015, way off. 2011, Kentucky beat them 30-13. They beat Kentucky 42-35 in 2010 in Oxford. And then we beat them in Lexington 31-14 in 2006. So if you go back the last 20 years, and then they beat Kentucky in 2005 13-7. If you go back the last 20 years, they have won 1, 2, 3, 4. We have won 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 5. Sorry, so 5-3. But there's only been 2 games decided by more than a touchdown, and that was both of those were Kentucky winning those games. Oh, they beat us 42-31. Excuse me. Okay, so 2 of those 3 games were the score was decided by more than a touchdown. It was Kentucky who blew them out. So I just don't understand the arrogance from the Ole Miss fans who think that, you know, Kentucky's just, that's a win. Every game's been close for the last 20 years. They do lead the all-time series by about 12 games. First and goal, I just looked up and saw Ole Miss getting ready to score here.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is
Jordan Lovett making the big stop there at the 3-yard line. 2-yard line. It'll be second and goal for the Rebels.
That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Kentucky trying to keep them out of the end zone. Bringing the blitz. Oh, I don't know who got a hand on that, but that could have easily led to a pick 6. If Kentucky, anybody in blue could have picked up that ball out of the air. I think it was Alex Safari who brought the pressure. Maybe got a hand on the ball. It'll be third and goal from the 2-yard line. This is Kentucky football right here, baby. Bend, but don't break. Let's get a stop. Come on. Here's the handoff. No, he kept it. And he stopped short. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It'll be 4th and goal. I don't know. Would Lane Kiffin go for this? Lane Kiffin might go for this.
Easy first down pickup on the option play, but how about the physical?
They are going to kick the field goal.
By this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage.
Man, big time for Kentucky. There's the snap. The kick is good. Ole Miss draws first blood, but Kentucky holds them to a field goal. They had it 1st and goal. I don't know why these fans are upset. What do you want? It was 1st and goal from the 3. We held them to 3 points. Marshall, he would definitely go for it. First drive of the game, they have the ball to 2. He's figuring out 4 plays to get 2 yards, right? But not here. Not in this reality. Hey, man, it sucks working on Sundays. It sucks. When I had a real job, like an actual, like something I did that was like productive for society. Before I just did video games. I remember like the worst. I worked at Sears Auto Center, and I had to work Sundays. And you know what? Sundays is when everybody brings their car in. That's when everybody. No, you could work on a Saturday. Saturday's nothing. Sunday, crazy. And I just hated it. I hated that everyone else was enjoying their day off. So, Bush Hamden Burner, definitely appreciate you. Did Kentucky get that first down? I don't think they did. So are we punting right away? Did we just go 3 and out? Oh, no, it's now 3rd and 6 to start the second quarter.
It is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass.
All day to throw. Calzada over the middle. Got his man, Macklin, for a first down. Boom! No, not Macklin. Troy Stiletto. Sorry, number 0, the transfer. He doesn't look anything like Jamari Macklin. I don't know how I could get them confused. But that is a first down. Kentucky, the transfer from Clemson, making the reception across the 35 down to the 36-yard line. I hated working Sundays at Arby's back in the day. Yeah, I have a feeling that's probably the same deal. Dang. And just as we were talking about the O-line looking good.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last
It's now
play.
2nd and
Way too much
13.
penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
That was Dowdell, I believe, right? The transfer from Oregon. This is his 3rd school. He's from Mississippi, so he'll be motivated for this game. Man, I just pulled out motivated, and I wasn't even thinking about the whole thing that should be the whole marketing message. But here's the thing: do you
take what's there?
If they beat Tennessee, and if they don't put out a motivated graphic after beating Tennessee, if they beat Tennessee, that's a miss. 3rd and 8, big time 3rd down again. Dialing up something long. That's a wobbly pass. It's caught! It's caught by Toledo. Flag on the play. Toledo taken down to the 2. Did he get in? Pass interference on the defense. Kentucky will have it inside the 2-yard line. Unbelievable. Handoff to Dowdell. Leaps. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the Cats take the lead in the first SEC game of the season. Wow, big time 3rd down plays for the Cats.
Find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack.
Stilettos, pumps in the club. I'm not going to do any more 3-6 Mafia. Every time I hear his name, that's what that's what comes into my head. Kentucky leads it 6-3 over the Rebels. The kick is good. Kentucky 7, Ole Miss 3, a 7-play, 83-yard drive. Capped off by a Dante Dowdell 2-yard touchdown run. I'm fired up. Let's go. Now let's get a stop. Oh, he ran into his own guy. I thought he had an alley there. His own guy kind of tripped him up. That happens in Ole Miss games when they play Kentucky. Usually it's Kentucky getting tripped up on what could have been a go-ahead touchdown. Play fake. Simmons throws it incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the Ole Miss 20. This is a game that is very winnable. This is one of their SEC games that Ole Miss isn't as good as they were last year. Kentucky is better than they were last year. Oh, good hit. Who was that on the initial stop? I wish I could read their numbers a bit better. The Clemson transfer is going to be most shocking. He's possession type. He's a possession type receiver that will get them easy yards. Love it, man. Jacob Fry bringing in the scouting report on Stiletto, Troy Stiletto there. So he's had 2 big receptions so far in this game, nearly a touchdown. Another play action. Oh, shovel pass, batted down. That's trouble. It's going to be an incomplete pass. So 4th and 10. Ole Miss is going to have to punt. Kentucky with a big 3-and-out after the touchdown, and they'll get the ball back.
Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls in.
And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Opening play of the drive from the 39.
You know, the one thing is I can't hear the audio at all, so I don't know if it's blending or what. I tried to turn down some of it, but I have no idea what it sounds like without pulling it up on another. Then it would just echo, and you don't want that. 2nd and 11 for Kentucky. They have the ball at their own 36-yard line. They will get the ball to start the second half. So if you can get any points here, that would be huge. And they'll dump it off to Dowdell, who makes a man miss. He's got some room, and he's knocked out of bounds, or knocked down at the 49-yard line, just shy of the first down marker. It will be 3rd and 1, so a very manageable 3rd down now for Kentucky. Let's see if they go back to Dowdell here on the 3rd down. Let's see what Bush Hamden draws up. I need Bush Hamden up. We got Bush Hamden here. He's at work, but he's calling plays. Oh, Dowdell, it was a terrible read. And Calzada will be stopped behind, well, at the line of scrimmage. It will be 4th and 1. But Dowdell, if he'd just kept it with him, that would have been a first down. Kentucky might let the clock run down here to the 2-minute warning. And they will. So we've reached the 2-minute warning. That would have been a big first down for Kentucky to keep the drive alive and try to tack on a few more points here before the half. Instead, they'll punt it away, and it will go out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So a great kick. And that sets up Ole Miss from the 5. Handoff stopped by Alex Safari. I think he's going to have a big year. And there's a reason they brought him to SEC Media Day. The senior from Cincinnati, Ohio, on the stop. It'll be 2nd and 12. 93 seconds to play. Play fake. Steps up. He's got all day to throw. Gets it out to about the 7-8 yard line. Kentucky should have called that timeout, and they did. It'll be 3rd and 8. Place is rocking right now. 3rd and 8. Backs up. Looking. And he's going to be hit in the end zone. It's a safety. Kentucky adds 2 points, and they'll get the ball back. I'm not sure who made that number 50. I'm not sure who that was. Because number 50 on UKathletics.com, and that's not who that was.
Got room to work.
You know who I'm excited about? David Gusta. Have I said that yet? David Gusta has me excited.
They'll go to the ground.
Handoff, Dowdell. Another first down. He's out near midfield around the 47-yard line. Kentucky can really put some separation between themselves and the Rebels here if they can get 6 points. Just get a field goal. That would be huge.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake.
And Calzada in trouble. He's going down. A sack and a loss of 6.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket.
The running back, Dante Dowdell, he transferred from Oregon. He was at Nebraska also. This is his 3rd stop. And as we said, he's from Mississippi. 6'2", 227 pounds. Calzada with time to throw. He whips it out to Caddis, who will get back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe an extra yard. Yeah, Nebraska, right. So it will be 3rd and 9, 31 seconds. I think Kentucky called that timeout. I don't know about that. I think you just go to the half. You're getting the ball back. Calzada under pressure, and he throws it incomplete. So now you give Ole Miss the ball back with 28 seconds. They'll get it with, about 23?
This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Kentucky will be forced to punt.
And they have all 3 timeouts. Need another good punt here. And they're going to get it. Oh, no, and actually when I thought it went closer, I thought it went inside the 10. So, dang, that's not much of a net there. At their own 27, Ole Miss starts their drive, and there's a quick strike for a first down. No, it'll be just short. It'll be 2nd and 1. Oh, it is a first down. And Ole Miss does call timeout. 18 seconds to play. Keep them out of field goal range here. Keep everything in front of you. There's another quick strike and a first down. He's got some running room. He's across the 30, down to the 28-yard line. A first down, and they are in field goal range with a timeout left.
defense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used.
Matt, I'll answer your question in just a second because it's a good question. I asked guys who are more, they're more experts on football. There's another strike. So quick, 3 passes for first downs, and with 8 seconds to go, they will take a timeout. Just kick the field goal here, probably. Lane Kiffin's going to roll the dice. He can't take a sack here. He can't get stopped short of the marker. That should be the end of the half. Simmons gets the snap. He's in trouble. He's going down, and we're going to end the half on a sack. Sam Green into the backfield, and Kentucky will take a 9-3 lead into the locker room. Incredible. Lane Kiffin, what a stupid decision. Oh, they're going to kill him in Oxford. It's 9-3 as we start the second half. And the question that Matt brought up as Kentucky gets the ball to start the half, who was better? Boley looked better. Now, Boley also played against the second team. But it was some of the throws that he was able to make. And again, I had Adam and Nick sort of break it down for me because they know the game way better than I do. But the last game Cutter played, and he didn't do so well. But he's had the whole offseason to improve. He made the tougher throws. But Calzada is probably going to be the starter. And we'll just see how the season goes. One game at a time. But I think that there is a possibility that you see Cutter take over at some point in the season. Because you'd like for him to have he'll get his junior, senior year. There's a first down. Kentucky, man, they are gashing them. The way this should go, if everything goes right, Calzada gets you through this year. Then you have Cutter take over as the starter. Then he's the starter for his senior year. And then Ponatowski comes in and he's the starter his sophomore season. Or you redshirt him. Oh, look at that hole for Dowdell. Another first down, Kentucky. Ole Miss unable to stop the run so far here in Lexington.
Was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that too.
It's kind of crazy. Ole Miss only has 3 points.
This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back.
The way they've moved the ball, and now they'll stop behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 3 on the play, 2nd and 13. You know, when I've been playing this game, it really wants us to keep handing the ball off. It wants me to hand the ball off to Dowdell almost every play. So this game is, I think it's saying the offensive line is pretty good. Now, I mean, what do they know that we don't? Here you go, setting up the screen there for Dowdell. It'll be 3rd and 7 for Kentucky. Biggest play so far in the game is the 3rd and, I think it was 3rd and 7. Deep ball to Troy Toledo, who got Kentucky down inside the 2-yard line and was punched in by Dowdell. Pump fake over the middle, caught for a first down. That looks like it's Jamari Macklin. First down, Kentucky. Another big-time 3rd down play from Calzada. Little pump fake. Threw it a little bit behind him, but Macklin with some good hands. I have no feelings about Calzada starting at all. I think Cutter is ready, but Stoops-Hamden is going to go with the 36 years of experience. Calzada, I mean, he's played a lot more football games. It's true. Dowdell breaks one tackle, couldn't break the next one. It will be 2nd and 10. Man, if Kentucky can add 6 on this drive, well, 7. No, actually, if they score, they need to go for 2. Right? Back me up on that. Quick throw out to the right side. It was, who was that on the catch? Is that Troy Toledo again? I'm just never going to recognize number 0. 3rd and 5 as the clock ticks here in the 3rd quarter. Kentucky holding on to 6-point lead, trying to pull off the upset. Week 2. They're 1-0. Calzada steps up. He's going to run for it. He's got the first down and then hammered at the 7-yard line. He fights forward to the 6. 1st and goal for Kentucky Zach Calzada having himself a big-time game again. In his first game, the game versus Toledo, he was 22 for 22 through the air. And here showing off his ability to read the defense, tuck and run. Come on, Zach Calzada. Get him in the end zone here. First and goal. Handoff. Dowdell. Touchdown, Kentucky! Kentucky takes a 15-3 lead. The Ole Miss fans are shocked. The ones who made the trip from Oxford can't believe what they're seeing. Kentucky spoiling their season again, possibly? Too easy, Marshall, you're right. Now you got to go for 2. You have to go for 2 here. It makes no sense to kick an extra point. Have to go for 2. Let's see what they draw up. They're kicking an extra point. Why are we stupid? Why is this game? Come on. We're not kicking an extra point here. And then you get a shy-ass Pete? So you lose shy-ass Pete on a what? An extra point attempt? Jeez. Why would you even kick the extra point?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will open from the 15.
Yeah. Who needs the Grove when you have the Kroger Field parking lot?
Caught in the backfield. It's dribbling. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical.
Agree, Andrew. Like, what's the AI doing in this game? That's terrible. You kicking an extra point to go up by 13 with, what, 8 minutes to go in the game?
From the gun, running back on the move.
Oh, man. Had him wrapped up. He got away. Now still going to the 30-yard line. Damn it. All right, well, don't let that extra point that you – I mean, it's because I'm doing the math right now in my head. If they score and it's 15-10, yeah, they beat you with it. They don't need the extra point, but they're going to make the extra point.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to
0-12.
some way, somehow, at least
We got a volunteer fan in here. That's awesome.
Exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play action pass later in this game to get some
Tennessee. I would love to know what anyone who watching right now thinks Tennessee's going to do this year. And look, I said this on the radio with Nick Roush and TJ Walker. I said that they have a great coach. Like, Josh Heupel is the right hire. But they're going to start demanding he gets to he puts together a team that's going to win the national championship. Because he's actually overachieved at Tennessee. Tennessee going 8-4, 7-5. So that's my question so we have one Tennessee fan. If there's any others, we love it. Bring on the troll. We like it. This is what makes college sports so much fun. Is that we hate Tennessee and Tennessee hates us. That's the way it should be. It's the way it should be. Is that good enough? If they go 7-5, man, Ole Miss, another big-time play. If they go 7-5 or 8-4, is that good enough to satisfy Tennessee fans? Because I used to work there. I used to work in Knoxville. And I know that these Tennessee fans they think that they're Alabama and they've just been kind of down. I on the other, oh man, Josiah Hayes now out with an injury. It'll be a big 3rd and 4, clock ticking here in the 4th quarter. Yeah, a lot of drama in our program this year. It's okay going forward. Tennessee's new quarterback will have better numbers. See, that's kind of my take. My take is that that's an addition by subtraction. Nico was fine, but it wasn't. That's a big stop. So 4th and 1 upcoming here for Ole Miss. They have the ball at the Kentucky 41-yard line. Cats lead by 13. They get this stop here, and this thing's over. You'd like to think. The Tennessee game of this simulation will be, I agree, Nico was overhyped, and he got paid, what, $8 million to go there? We'll have the Tennessee game August 11th, Monday. Tennessee, Auburn, Florida. Jeez, the schedule is just insane. It's just insane this year. Ole Miss picks up the first down, 4th down conversion. That's big, and it kind of gives them a little bit of hope. We're going to be under 5 minutes to play the next time they snap the ball, though. And that's like this sentiment. Matt's a Kentucky fan, so we all know Matt G. That is going to, do you think, Tennessee fan, East Tennessee Vol, do you think that that Tennessee fans will start saying this if they go 7-5?
First down, it's 2nd and 7. Got it behind the line. It's wide.
Make the tackle. Dang. 3rd and inches.
Now, maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Eddie, that's exactly it. Like, they think they're Bama, but they've just been down for a few years.
And the Rebels
But I've said, like, are you even, like, the last 20 years, have you been better than, like, Louisville, South Carolina? Big time stop there for the Cats. Back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and inches for the Rebels. A stop here, and you feel pretty good.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Stadium is rocking right now. There's the snap. And he's going to have the first down. What a read. Taken down at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 to keep the game alive and give Ole Miss a chance. Kentucky bit on that handoff pretty badly. Simmons able to get the first down and then some.
He's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
In trouble, fumble! Ball is loose, but Ole Miss will pick it back up. That could have been the game right there. Josiah Hayes with the sack. The ball popped out. There wasn't a Kentucky player around to pick it up, and Ole Miss recovers. They'll have it 2nd and 21 from the Kentucky 21. Big time sack. Ole Miss trying to get some of those yards back, unable to. It'll be 3rd and 22. That's a loss of 1 on the play. J.Q. Hardaway with the tackle. And the clock ticking closer to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 22. Can Kentucky get a stop here? Throws it up to the end zone. He's wide open. Touchdown, Ole Miss. A missed assignment. And Simmons had his guy wide open in the end zone. That looked eerily familiar to how Kentucky lost that 2017 Florida game. I mean, nobody was anywhere close to the Ole Miss receiver. And now with an extra point, they can cut it to 6 because we didn't go for 2. That is so stupid. And they do. It's a 6-point Kentucky lead. And they scored before the 2-minute warning. They have all 3 timeouts. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. 2:07 to play. And the thing is, they've only scored 10 points, but they've moved the ball really well. They had the clock run out. They were held to a field goal at the 2-yard line, and right there on a 3rd and 22. How does that happen? I'm not upset. It's a video game. I want to be upset. Calzada swings one out to Toledo, who gets out of bounds, but it doesn't really matter because we've hit the 2-minute warning. Kentucky leads 16-10. Unbelievable. I'm still mad that they didn't go for 2. 2nd and 6. This is a big time play here. Hate to face a 3rd down, and they will. That pass complete to Kendrick Law, but Kentucky only got, what, they get a yard? No, back to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 6. Ole Miss called timeout. They have 2 left. 1:57 to play. Kentucky needs this. Gets it out for a first down, Kentucky. Seth McGowan on the reception. And he gets it out to the 43-yard line. Oh, good. Look at that upfield blocking, or downfield. Look at that downfield blocking there for Kentucky. Love it. That's big. 1st and 10, a minute 51. Ole Miss with 2 timeouts. We're throwing the ball. It's complete. First down, Kentucky, down to the Ole Miss 37-yard line. Timeout, Rebels. That's huge. Kendrick Law on the reception.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense.
Zach Calzada continues to make the big plays. One more first down, and they should have this. Handoff to Dowdell. He's hit the line of scrimmage, and it will be 2nd and 10 when we come back from another Ole Miss timeout. 2nd and 10, $1:40 to go. You just got to keep handing it off, right? Ole Miss has no more timeouts. They will hand it off to Dowdell, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Might have actually lost one, and he did. So 3rd and 11. Probably just hand it off again. Because, let's see, you'll get this down to under a minute. Then it should go down to about 30 seconds. So just hand it off again. Calzada gets the snap. He's going to throw. And it's incomplete. Unbelievable.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit.
So now you got to punt. Last one went out of bounds to the 20. This one will go inside the 5. So that's, oh no, inside the 10. Sorry, right at the 10. You cannot tell in this game where the ball is going.
To the air, it's Simmons. Here's the pressure.
Being chased, and he throws that one away. Lives to fight another day. It's 2nd and 10. This is why you go for 2. This is why you go for 2, and this is also why you hand the ball off. There on that 3rd and 11. What are we doing?
Protection has been a bit spotty, and the quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play.
And there's a first down, and then some. He's got lots of room out to the 40, down up to the 41-yard line. 1st and 10. The clock stops to move the sticks. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Clock running. 38 seconds. 37 seconds. The first half ended with Ole Miss being sacked. Remember that. That's a huge play. They got 0 points. In trouble, sacked again. The Kentucky defense comes up big. Josiah Hayes, who was hurt earlier in this game, comes back in. The senior from Horn Lake, Mississippi, with the stop. Clock ticking. 5 seconds. They're going to have to throw a Hail Mary here. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Pass complete. Not anywhere close to the end zone. Kentucky pulls off the upset over Ole Miss, 16-10. They're 2-0. A thriller in week 2 at Kroger Field in Lexington. I love it. I love it. Love it. That's awesome. So Kentucky is now 2-0 on the season.
I'll tell you.
Who saw that coming?
Whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat. Period. And you know this crowd and these fans.
All right, we'll get it set up. Our final game for today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you watch.
That is crazy. I meant to look at the stats. Sorry, I got too excited. And I have to go somewhere here at 3:30. So trying to get through these. I know, Bush. Why am I genuinely happy? I totally agree. Me too. All right, let's get it set up here. So Eastern Michigan and Kentucky, our third game of the day. Kentucky is now 2-0 on the season. Who saw that coming? I'm telling you guys, that's possible. That's not a pipe dream. I'm not predicting a win over Ole Miss to start the season, but there's reasons to think that it could happen. So I believe this would be the first night game of the year. It's 7:30, and you know what? I'm cool with it. I am, but I was hoping to see Sturgill Simpson that night. Not going to happen. Instead, I'm going to watch Kentucky improve to 3-0 versus Eastern Michigan. Right? We'll be 3-0 after this game. So the schedule for the rest of this quick presentation. We still have to do this 7 minutes. Yeah, we want that on. And, time. Yep. We'll just do 8 o'clock. They started 30 minutes late. That's another lightning delay, we'll say. So here we go. Game 3, Kentucky trying to improve to 3-0 on the season. Let's see if we can get that sound figured out. That was fun. I enjoyed that. The first game underneath the lights of Kroger Field for the 2025 season. Oh, nice spin move. Out to the 20-yard line. That's the thing, Matt. If you're able to win that game week 2, fans buy in right away. Because then you look at the rest. You look at the schedule coming up after that, right? This is where it can be kind of fun because you would think they would beat Eastern Michigan. They'd be 3-0. You go at South Carolina. Is that a game that you're gonna? If you beat Ole Miss, are you gonna really fierce? I mean, we got to beat them again at some point, right? They beat us in 22 without Will Levis, and then they beat us 23 and 24. Are we really going to lose 4 straight to them? I mean, I guess we could. But you win that game, you're 4-0 going into Georgia. You're undefeated going into the Georgia game again. And then it doesn't really kind of gets tough from there because then you play Texas, Tennessee, at Auburn, Florida. It's a tough stretch. From October 4th to November 8th. That's a pretty brutal stretch. Just if you can keep guys healthy, I agree with Clyde here. I agree. We will be better than what people think. We just got to. The most important thing with this team is obvious. I mean, it should be obvious, but I'm going to say it anyway. They got to stay healthy because the drop off between the 1s and the 2s. I'm not worried about Auburn either. It's Hugh Freeze. I mean, they should have beaten them last year. It felt like we kind of gave up a little bit. Second and 10 for Kentucky. This is the first time that we've done this where Kentucky got the ball first. Got to keep that offensive line healthy. This is good. We'll do this. We'll do this for the next game. I wish Eastern Michigan was wearing green. I don't like this gray stuff. Matt, that's the kind of humor that it makes me laugh. I don't know why it does. Third and 10. Can they get another big third down conversion? Not this time. Going to be stopped short after a gain of 7. So Kentucky is punting. On their first possession of the game. Yeah, not great. They'll have it out about the 24-yard line where it went out of bounds. Eastern Michigan, any good? Anybody got a good scouting report on the Eagles? Another reason why that Ole Miss game would be big is because we got to start winning games, SEC games at home. I mean, you can't keep asking people to sign up for season tickets and not beat anyone at home worth bragging about. They have won 2 SEC home games in 3 seasons. They've won 2 SEC games at Kroger Field in 3 seasons. Vanderbilt has also won 2 SEC games at Kroger Field in 3 seasons. Like that, so that's why beating Ole Miss would absolutely get people back on board, because you just got to give them something to cheer about. There's a big stop on a 3rd and 2. Easiest game of the year, Bush Hamden's burner says. They will play Tennessee Tech later on. Somewhere Freddie Mager has a binder on Eastern Michigan. Probably does. He sent us a text a couple days ago and said, "I'm excited. Good luck, everybody, with football season. We miss having Freddie around." He was always like the realist in the group. He was a Kentucky fan, but he put his emotions aside when he do his breakdowns, and I trusted his stuff, more than anyone. Calzada hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Be 2nd and 10. Kentucky with the ball at their own 34-yard line. Where did Freddie go? He didn't go anywhere. He just stopped doing the stuff with us. He's got like his personal stuff that he's trying to take care of, some of his health stuff, and he's working with the VA, and he was having these terrible headaches. He was taking like just a Tylenol. He said he walked into the VA with a Tylenol and a rosary, as he's Catholic. And good throw from Calzada to the 20, Macklin to the 10, 5, touchdown Kentucky. Man, dang, that was almost like Castellanos hitting one out to left field. I'm talking about something terribly sad, and Jamori Macklin gets loose. What a throw from Calzada. And boom goes the dynamite. You're right, Matt. I got to get out a good boom goes the dynamite in one of these. So the Cats take a 6-0 lead, 7-0 pending the extra point. And real quick on Freddie, we'll just finish the thought there. How's Calzada thrown a pick yet? Actually, not only has he not thrown a pick, I don't believe Kentucky has turned the ball over once. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. But I think that's the case.
Explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Kim. Setting up the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The give to the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Eagles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to pass, it's Kim. With the catch, it's McMillan. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy.
I don't think Kentucky has got a turnover, and I don't think Kentucky's turned the ball over. I went back and just looked. So no one's made any huge mistakes yet. Can we get a shutout? Just pitch a shutout this game. Come on. Somebody come up with a play. 2nd and 3. Here we go. Handoff. Stopped. Is that Josiah Hayes on the stop for Kentucky? 3rd and 2 from the Kentucky 36-yard line. Adam, let me look that up. The first game, he was ridiculous. He was like 22 for 22, 250 yards. Oh, there you go. They kind of struggled with that exchange, and that allowed David Gusta to come in. Or is that Devin Gusta? The brothers are on the team. Let's see. Who do they have number 60? David Gusta. There you go. The 6'3", 317-pound senior from Washington State. He came from San Bernardino, California. And that punt will go into the end zone. So Kentucky will have the ball at the 20-yard line to start this drive. Josiah Hayes been playing since the Brooks staff. Hand off to Dowdell. He's got some room. He's across the 30 down to the 35, all the way down to the 39-yard line. Up to the 39. Kentucky will have it 1st and 10. Look at Dante Dowdell. Look at the hole he's getting. The offensive line, a lot better than it was in college football 25. Maybe they know something. Maybe EA Sports did some research. I would like to think that. Dowdell to the outside. Can't get past the man. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1. I would say if you started this season 2-0, first of all, that's what that crowd's going to look like. It's going to be packed. I would actually say that Eastern Michigan section up there in the top corner, it probably doesn't happen. Probably receiving votes at this point. Calzada whips that one out to Macklin, who makes a man miss. He's inside the 40. Now we got a timeout. The Kentucky offensive lineman is hurt. And this is what you absolutely cannot have happen this year. You cannot have any injuries to that starting offensive line. I formation under center. Look at that. Play fake. Throws it out to who's 83? 1st down, Kentucky. I'm telling you what, I got to remember all these numbers. Is that Willie Rodriguez? No, Jack Monday. How? I don't even. From Lexington Catholic. Should know him. 1st down, Kentucky will have the ball inside the 15-yard line. If Kentucky beats Ole Miss in week 2, that would be massive to get most of the fan base back. 100%. Dell inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Yeah, Willie is 81. I thought so. I just Jack Monday. I'm not able to remember his name for some reason. Calzada is over 500 yards in 7-minute quarters. He's only thrown a few incompletions. 4 of them total. 5 of them total. Looking for the end zone there. It's now 3rd and 4. I'd like to see what Bush Jones dials up. Now, interestingly enough, the red zone still a struggle in this game. And that's been our actual experience. The numbers aren't matching up either, in case you all were wondering. To the end zone, caught, touchdown, Kentucky. Choice Toledo on the reception. And the Cats in the end zone. They take a 13-0 lead. And is the route on? Is the route on now? We going to have a blowout? Didn't get that in week 1. Like to have it here. Going to the tight. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not tight ends. First, when he threw that, I thought he was throwing to Josh Caddis. Troy Toledo with another touchdown reception. Actually, is that his first, maybe second of the season? He had the big play in the Ole Miss game, though. That was that 3rd and 7. A wobbly pass from Calzada. Extra point is good. Kentucky yet to miss a kick so far this season. White wide receiver equals tight end. Yeah. I think that's what my brain did there for sure. James Whalen. It's one of my favorites growing up. I was at I think they were playing Syracuse in the Music City Bowl when he snapped his leg. Oh, fumble! Ball is loose. Picked up by Kentucky. And they'll have it 1st and goal. Alex Safari picks it up. And Kentucky is fully in control now. Olds got in there and jarred the ball loose. Calzada under center. Dowdell maybe got one. Ball Steak, what are y'all doing this year? Y'all going 7-5? 8-4? Calzada to Caddis. He's down to the 1-yard line. Just kept out of the end zone. I'd like to know what you guys think. Is Tennessee winning a national championship in 10 years? Does anybody think that's happening? All right. Big play here. They go to Dowdell. Untouched. Touchdown, Kentucky. The route is on in Lexington. Cats trying to go to 3-0. He's dancing. I think he's dancing for that referee, actually. Matt Hale, no. Bush Hamden says no. So no, really. It's Tennessee football, though, guys. It's the Vols. They were good. They used to be something. And you don't think they're going to win a title in 10 years? They haven't won a title since 98. And they're Tennessee. Like, they're Tennessee, right? Big-time program. Big-time program with, let's see, 0 championships. I'm looking at it here. Since the turn of the millennium. So I don't know. Anybody who's on the campus right now has never seen a Tennessee championship in football. Which is, They're Tennessee. They're one of the greatest programs of all time, he said sarcastically. The only thing that and there's another sack. David Gusta. He's going to be a monster, guys. I'm a big fan of this guy, and the game knows it. How many Final Fours? Tennessee? Well, that's somewhere south of 1, Matt. David Gusta has more sacks in this video game, in this particular game versus Eastern Michigan. The Vols chew gum and kick ass, and we are out of gum. Look, as a Kentucky fan, it's hard to talk a lot of trash about Tennessee because there was a stretch of 5 years where Kentucky was better. Like, objectively, Kentucky was better than Tennessee. And we lost 3 times. They still beat us. Like 2018, 2019, 2021, all of those should have been Kentucky wins, and we just didn't make it happen. But with that said, like, this isn't our thing. We like to be good at football, but it's not our thing. Like, for Tennessee, and I know this from covering them, like, they do care about basketball. They care about basketball maybe a little bit more than we care about football. But football is their thing. And I've just been not amazed by their football. Like last year was a good season. And then they get to the playoffs and absolutely humiliate the SEC with that performance. And making an Elite Eight, like, here's what's good. Like, here's what I'd say about Tennessee making the Elite Eight. You should be proud of it. You should hang banners. Most schools do. Most schools, Matt, hang banners for Elite Eight. I went to Murray State. We've been to 0 Sweet 16s, and we're one of the winningest teams in all of college basketball, have never made a Sweet 16. Making an Elite Eight, every school hangs a banner for an Elite Eight. Everybody else does. Everybody does. It's just that Kentucky has been to more Elite Eights than any other program in the history of college basketball, so we don't care about it as much. But making an Elite Eight it's quite an accomplishment, making a regional final. We've just been so spoiled with success that we don't care. Like, when we care, but it's like, that's like a disappointment to lose in the Elite Eight. Oh, man, who let him behind really? Are you kidding me? Come on, 2nd and 16, under a minute to go. What kind of defense we in where a guy can get behind us like that? What in the world were we doing? Indiana has history in basketball, but it's becoming ancient history. I mean, my goodness, like, you talk about, like, it's not this. Somebody compared Tennessee football to Indiana basketball, but I don't think it's the same. Tennessee made the playoffs last year in football. I can give them that. Indiana has not done anything in basketball. They got a 1 seed in 2013, lost in the Sweet 16. Their biggest accomplishment in basketball is beating Kentucky in 2011. That's the best thing that's happened to Indiana basketball in, like, since 2002? Was a regular season win? And as for Tennessee football, Tennessee, I would be, if I was a Tennessee football fan, and this is my results. All right. Since 2005, starting with 2005, here's Tennessee's results. They go 5-6, then they go 9-4, and they go to an Outback Bowl. Then they go 10-4, And they're the SEC runner-up in 2007 because Kentucky lost to them in like 4 overtimes. Then they go 5-7, 7-6, 6-7, 5-7, 5-7, 5-7, 7-6, then 9-4, then 9-4, then 4-8, 5-7, 7-5, 3-4, 7-6. And now Heupel has them at 11-2, 9-4, 10-3. So this is my point. My point is Tennessee's not like the last 20 years have been pretty mid, and they're kind of on the way up. But they have like what are they? South Carolina? They're like South Carolina. Like they haven't won anything of significance since 1998. You know, they went to the SEC championship game. The last time I guess was 2007, I want to say, and lost to LSU. For all of that, for as much as they care and for all their history, you almost feel bad because it's like this is their life. Like this means something to the people of Tennessee, and that's their result. So like, no matter what Heupel does this year, if one fan says fire Heupel, they should just be kicked out of the fan base because he's got them doing something that they have not seen. They haven't seen this kind of success. They have not seen anything like 10-3 and 11-2. In like 20 years, over 20 years. They're a mid program who's having an uptick right now. And Kentucky's trying to add 3 points at the end of the half. This is the longest field goal we've seen so far, and bang, right through the uprights. Boom goes the dynamite. 24-7 will be the score as we head into the second half, assuming Eastern Michigan doesn't return one for a touchdown. Kentucky giving up one big play. Outside of that, it's been all Wildcats. Fumble. Nope. Well, coming up later on this week, we have lots of stuff on KSR YouTube coming up. But as far as these simulations go, next Sunday around 1 o'clock p.m., we will have the games between South Carolina, it's at South Carolina, then at Georgia, and versus Texas. What do you guys think? How many wins are we going to see next Sunday out of the South Carolina, Georgia, and Texas games? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to say one. But I don't even know if I feel super confident about that. I mean, yeah, 0. Yeah, well. But you know what? Here's the thing. Kentucky's not playing for a national title this year. So there's lots of opportunities to have like big time wins that shake up the college football world, and you get to have the attention all on you for a day if you're able to do it. Plenty of opportunities here to storm the field, right? Well, maybe not. You're not storming the field if you beat Tennessee. You're not storming the field if you beat Ole Miss or if you beat, who else they got at home? Florida. Okay, so Texas. So they got one shot. Was it Eastern Michigan in 2017 who had the shot at the end zone for a chance to beat Kentucky? Man, this Terry Lockett Jr., I'm going to get familiar with him. In this game, he has 5 catches for 96 yards. Crazy. Matt, I remember EKU had the game where Kentucky was down by 14 with like 6 minutes or something to go. That was 2014. And they ran the fade route to Baker. And Tolles hit him, and they end up winning in overtime. But I thought it was, I'm pretty sure it was a green team. 2017. Let's just go to the 2017 schedule. I'm sitting in front of a computer. How can I not I can just look this up. It was Eastern Michigan University. Saturday, September 30th, Kentucky won 24-20. Eastern Michigan had a, let's see if they get the play-by-play on here. No. Nice. Let's try it again. Box score. Did they just delete all this stuff? There we go. Play-by-play. Let's see. We'll go to the fourth quarter. I'm pretty sure this was the game. It was intercepted by Mike Edwards in the end zone. It was at the 47-yard line, so they threw a 47-yard pass at the end of the game. They had a 4th and 10 at their own 12-yard line that they got 13 yards out of. I think I was shooting that game for WHS 11 in Louisville. I was in the end zone. Eastern Michigan driving here in the third quarter, trailing by 17. Kentucky looking to improve to 3-0, and they're going to stop them short of the first down marker, barely, 3rd and inches. These numbers in the game are not right, or on the website. That was not Hardly Gilmore who made that tackle. And they'll get the first down. Keeping the ball on the ground, clock running. We have about 10 minutes left in the game. Eastern Michigan will need something crazy to happen to get back into this one. See how they show the field right here and there are no players on it? Why even do that? Like, why are these cutaways of nothing? Show a replay or something. Man, they're just kind of gashing Kentucky. But you just let them chew up the clock. We're just trying to get out of here with a win. We're not looking for anything flashy. We just want wins. Just win games. That's it. That's all I'm asking for Kentucky. Win a few games. We get to 6 wins. That means that we beat somebody of substance. Because even like beating Vanderbilt this year, like we gotta beat Vanderbilt. We gotta start beating Vanderbilt again. That has to happen every year again. Ali Robinson Gage gets hurt. There you go. 4th and 3. Eastern Michigan might as well just go for it. They might kick a field goal here, cut it to 2-possession game. Has Kentucky had the ball this quarter? Eagles will try a field goal. It's up on the way. It is good. We've yet to see a missed field goal or extra point from any of the teams in any of these games so far. Very consistent. All of them. Ooh, spin move. Okay. Out to the 25. Sorry, I'm reading some of the comments here. Jacob Fry. I like Jacob getting the intel from the Texas fans. Ooh, Dowdell again, right up the middle. First down. I was kind of thinking that Rick Barnes might have hung it up after last season if they made a Final Four. I think he really wants to get one for Tennessee. And you have to think at some point it's gonna happen. It's one of the most insane things in all of sports, because it would be one thing if they sucked. That's why, and that's, oh, look at this. Calzada showing off the wheels. There you go, Zach Calzada. First down, Kentucky. I was talking with Wes Rucker about this. Wes covers Tennessee football and basketball, baseball, does everything for, I think, 24/7 Sports. And we were discussing, like, this is one of the craziest things, because it's not like they suck and never make a Final Four. They've had, how many great players have come through Knoxville and they still haven't done it? I mean, that's what's wild. And that's why it's funny to talk trash, because they're not like a shitty team. Like, that would be, like, if they sucked, they wouldn't care. And then we go, well, they don't make Final Fours. Yeah, because they suck. It's like no one gets on Kentucky football for never winning a national championship. Like, well, they're not supposed to. They're not, like, that's not exactly what we do. But it would, I don't know what the Kentucky equivalent would be. I guess it would be like, never having a 10-win season or something. But Tennessee does suck. My point is that they've had good teams. And even like FAU has made a Final Four. George Mason has made a Final Four. San Diego State. Who else? Who else has made? I mean, look at how many teams have made a Final Four. You can luck into a Final Four if you're a good team. Good teams should just luck into Final Fours. But here's another thing: Tennessee hasn't gotten a 1 seed. They don't even. I mean, like last year and the year before that, those teams should have been 1 seeds. And because they don't get 1 seeds, if you watch my video here on YouTube, if you don't get a 1 seed, then you're probably not going to win a national championship, because those are pretty much exclusively reserved. South Carolina has made a Final Four. Georgia has made a Final Four. Mississippi State has made a Final Four. We beat Kentucky when it mattered the most. That's all. I mean, yeah. I mean, that was a good win. That's Tennessee's biggest win in a football stadium since the Fiesta Bowl of '99. So congratulations. That is quite the accomplishment. It is. Making an Elite Eight is impressive. Beating Kentucky to do it, even better. You beat the greatest program in the history of college basketball. The most winningest team, the team with the most Elite Eights. That's amazing. You should celebrate it. I would. That'd be like beating Alabama in the football playoffs. And somehow you lost to that same team 2 out of 3 times that last year. And it probably cost you a 1 seed. And because it cost you a 1 seed, it cost you a Final Four. Field goal on the way. That's a long field goal. And it's good. I mean, are they nerfed on this game? Seems too easy. I do. If Tennessee sucks, then why y'all keep moving down here? I don't know. Are people moving from Kentucky to Tennessee? Maybe they are. I don't know. I'm not. I did live there for a little bit and got the out of there. I was there for I was in Nashville. I moved to the place I lived was in East Knoxville, and I was there for a few months and said, nope, no, I'm gonna get the hell out of this, and left. What I did learn. Here's what I'd say. Like, I'm not just sitting here just hating on Tennessee and their fans. Like, the Tennessee fans are, for real, like some of the most, like, they're just as passionate as Kentucky fans. And like Kentucky basketball fans and Tennessee football fans, like they care more. I'm telling you, like, Tennessee fans care more than Alabama fans about football. I promise you. I have a good friend from Decatur, Alabama. I've gone, it's funny. I've been to Alabama football games, never went into the game. I just hung out in the tailgates and stuff. But at Alabama, there's this sort of like expected, and especially, when Saban was there, that it was kind of a duller atmosphere. Tennessee, they freaking care. They care more than anybody. They want to be good again so bad. And I will always say that and appreciate their fans' passion. But I definitely don't want to live amongst them anymore. I think I did that for 3 or 4 months, and that was enough. And apparently my first week there, I was robbed. Literally, like, at a gas station. I got money out of an ATM, and a guy was like waiting, like, as soon as I walked out of the gas station. And apparently, I moved to East Nashville, and they said, like, Knoxville, not Nashville, East Knoxville. And they were like, well, that's the bad part of town. I was like, does this place have a good part of town? Is there a good part of Knoxville that I should be told about? Louisville is much better than Kentucky in football and baseball. All right. Louisville is also better than here's the thing. Louisville has had more success than Tennessee in football. They have. Since 2005, when Louisville went to the Big East, you look at those records, I'm telling you, Louisville's had more success than Tennessee. And that's something Tennessee fans don't want to hear, but it's true. And here recently, like this, we're on a stretch right now where Kentucky has owned them in everything until last year in football. But I think I had something, I had a little stat here about like the amount of point differential between football and basketball with Kentucky and Louisville. And it's crazy how much it's on, like how much Kentucky's just owned that series in the last 10 years or so. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there. Eastern Michigan trying to pull off an incredible comeback here. Kentucky's offense has just come to a screeching halt. Halt. I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's 27-10. First and goal, Eastern Michigan. Get a pick. Somebody, come up with a play. Alex Safari is about to have a good year. Get a pick, or give up a touchdown. There you go. Oh, down at the 1 yard line. It's the Brad White bend but don't break defense that we love. Touchdown, Eagles. Damn. Probably not going to lose the game, but this makes it not look as good. Yeah, and that's Troy's right. Like we just, and also, I mean, what's it hold? Just shy of 70,000. I will give Tennessee this. Tennessee's dark mode is pretty sick. I'm not like, that has nothing to do with how good their team is, but their game day presentation in basketball and football beat ours. We got to do something better. We got to do something like we're trying the Harlan thing. I like to know, what do you guys think about that? Do you guys like the you'll never leave Harlan alive? Here's my question. Why aren't we doing it for the basketball games? We actually have a player from Harlan, and he's allegedly our best shooter. So why are we not using that song for basketball? Why are we just using it for football? If we're going to use it. If we're not going to use it,
for basketball. I don't know that we need to use it at all because I looked at a map and I noticed that Kroger Field is not in Harlan. Did y'all know that? Dowdell breaking some tackles out down to the 35-yard line. They're just Kentucky has a big run in basketball. They turn the lights out and they do party till we die, and it's like, why? And ever I look around in the arena and no one's doing anything. Like, why are we not breaking that into like some type of song that we all know we can sing along to? There's no Grove Street in basketball games. I don't know. But Kentucky does win 27-17. Another 200-plus passing yards game for Zach Calzada. He's the player of the game in this one. And Kentucky is 3-0. What a start. What a Sunday. Why are we showing highlights of Zach Calzada getting sacked if he's the MVP with over 200 yards passing? That was the one highlight? Jeez, that's terrible. The Cats are 3-0. We will be back next Sunday. We will have the rest of, not the rest of, we'll have the next 3 games. The next 3 games, as we said, at South Carolina, at Georgia versus Texas. That'll be next Sunday, August 10th. Then the following day, Monday, August 11th, we'll have Tennessee, Auburn, Florida. Then the next Sunday, Vanderbilt, Tennessee Tech, Louisville. And if Kentucky can just get 3 more wins, we will have a bowl game August 24th. We'll put that up on Chaos Board. We'll have people decide who they should be playing in that bowl game. That'll be fun. This was fun. Got a big win over Ole Miss. We're 3-0. We will be back next Sunday. Thank you guys for getting in the comments here and spending your Sunday with me. It's been fun. See you guys next week. And Vol Steak, come on back. Come on back. I want Vol Steak in the chat on Monday, August 11th for that game. It'll be fun. See you guys then.